New classes at Central.
The oral interp team prepares for state.
We visit the Salvation Army.
And the girls wrestling team starts their season.
Hi, I'm Jabez Darrow, and you're watching Eagle Zone. I'd like to welcome the strongest and fastest in our class.
Don't forget the tallest.
5'5.5".
Thank you, Jabez.
3 new Central classes joined the ATEC Academy for the second half of the year.
Robotics, which was here before, is now returning as Robotics 1 and 2. But completely new to Central is a cybersecurity class. Eagle Zone's Casey Riley has the story. Casey?
The Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts how many jobs will be available in the future. For information security, it predicts 32% growth, which is much faster than average. With cybersecurity, students at Aberdeen Central can learn about that career now. ATEC Academy allows students to learn hands-on. Director Scott Pudwell is happy that students will have more options next semester.
The new classes are built around kind of some emerging areas, within business and industry. The cybersecurity thing, obviously there's a lot of need for that.
The classes aren't happening until the second semester because the district only recently found a teacher for cybersecurity and robotics.
So specifically at my time at Dakota State University, I took several different computer science classes ranging from C, C++. I also have some experience with web apps, so like designing websites.
And those are the skills he applied to take to the Aberdeen School District, one that was still trying to find teachers to fill jobs.
Initially, the job description was for a computer technician, so I would just be doing tech. And then when I showed up, they're like, hey, how'd you like to teach? I'm like, yeah, no, I'll give it a try.
And give it a try is what students should do if they're at all interested in these classes.
If you're at all considering these right now, take a look at them. There's still time to adjust your schedules. If you want robotics, if you want cybersecurity, go see your counselor and have that discussion and see if they can fit them into your schedule.
Whether the class interests you or not, the pay might get your attention. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, cybersecurity can earn 6 figures.
Thanks, Casey. Robotics 1, 2, and cybersecurity will be available starting in the 3rd term of this year. If you have any interest in signing up for them, speak to your counselor to get your schedule changed.
Seniors, you have a big test coming up in a week. The NCRC exam is Wednesday, December 6th. It's tests different skill areas to give you a combined score that can help with employability and tech school acceptance. It can also add a level to your high school diploma. Make sure to check your school email to see how to prepare your Chromebook for the test.
Aberdeen Central's oral interp team is on their way to the state competition this week. Eagle Zone's Zoe Stuckey talks with the team to see how they are preparing. Zoe?
Oral Interp is on their way to Harrisburg this week for their state competition.
I really want the team to individually do very well. So individually, I hope that everybody gets a superior. And then if we have 4 out of our 7 entries, we get a Team Excellence Award. So I would really, that's our overall goal, but for everybody to individually get a superior would be awesome for state.
This team is more passionate about what they're doing, and they're really putting whatever they can into this, which is not usually what we get with our oral interp team. It's usually just it's just something I do.
Students in oral interp use their practices to improve and use skills they need to perform.
I see a lot of versatility. I feel as though our students could transition to any category that they want to if they really tried. They are open for feedback. They take the feedback, they memorize when they should, they really put in a lot of time, and the enunciation and the speech aspect is there for them, but they also perform, and they give a really good all-around solid piece.
Fake confidence really gets you places, especially when you're speaking and performing. So just pretend you're confident, and you will feel confident after a little bit.
The team spends time to perfect these skills even outside of oral interp.
From my standpoint, I don't know if there's necessarily anything difficult from my end. I know these kids are in a lot of different activities, so I know that's hard for them. So I would say the only thing is working through other schedules.
With a whole bunch of other things I'm in between that and some other practice hindrances, I think it's honestly, we're doing pretty good as a team.
The Interpers are hoping for the best at their state competition this weekend and aiming for a good rest of the year.
Thanks, Zoe. Oral Interp state competition is this Friday and Saturday, December 1st and 2nd in Harrisburg. We'll share results on our next show.
It's a busy time of year as the holidays are here, but that's not true only for families. There are also nonprofits with a lot to get done. Eagle Zone's Cameron Olson talks with the Salvation Army about ways you can help. Cam?
Salvation Army is offering some volunteer options for high schoolers.
There's many ways they can partner with the Salvation Army. If you like working with people, or if you like working by yourself, you can work as a team. Our holidays are coming up.
And there are also different slots of times that need to be filled if people are willing to step forward.
You can help ring the bell for a couple hours as a group or as an individual, little as 2 hours. We can do that as on registertoring.com. I'm looking for groups that would like to help serve a meal. We don't have to prepare it, but coming here for about an hour and a half, serving and then cleaning up afterwards, getting here a little bit before noon and then being done by about 1:05, 1:10, so about an hour and a half.
Many people in Aberdeen need food assistance. Without volunteers, needs would go unmet.
We wouldn't be able to help near as many people with the food needs that are in Aberdeen. We wouldn't be able to help the children, or we wouldn't be able to help seniors. We wouldn't be able to prep and serve the meal for 40 people a day. We do have a youth center. This is something that could be expanded if you like to work with elementary age kids. We have about 17 to 19 elementary age kids that come across the street from Lincoln, and just reading to them, playing games, and hanging out with them.
And those are just a few examples of the ways you can help this time of the year. If you are wanting to volunteer, head to the Salvation Army's website and apply, or head to the Salvation Army and talk to the front desk.
Thanks, Cam. We'll be right back after this message created by media production students.
Pollution is a problem. Recycling is a solution.
Welcome back. Winter sports seasons are here, and more seniors are picking schools. Eagle Zone's Joey Pierce joins us with sports.
That's right. We may not have sports highlights to cover this week, but we have a few Central students that have signed with colleges. Senior Jesselyn Fisher signed with Dakota Wesleyan University to do cheer and dance in the fall. Senior Raiden Zen signed with NSU to continue wrestling next year. Congratulations to both. Winter sports teams are starting their competitive seasons. Girls wrestling is one of these teams. Eagle Zone's Jabez Darrow previews their season.
Girls wrestling is going to be completely separated from boys wrestling this year. The two will practice at different times, ride in different buses, and will have separate home tournaments. State champion Katrina Gibson is trying to spread the word.
I really hope more girls are interested in wrestling. I think the environment will be a lot different, but I think it'll be a lot more motivating.
Girls wrestling also has its own head coach, Jake Flockus, to help build the team. He expects the changes will help grow the program.
And that's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that more girls will stay out and come out. If they're just solely around girls, it can be pretty intimidating to walk into a room full of a lot of people, but hopefully with all girls we can just kind of build a better team atmosphere.
This season just started, but Flockus says some new girls have tried out and said it was fun, but also a difficult sport.
It's a growing sport, so now would be a great time to get in, and even if you don't know anything about wrestling, we can teach you, we can help you get where you need to be. And like I said, it's never been a better time to join the sport because it's pretty new and emerging.
Try it. You might mess up, but everything new you're gonna mess up. My sophomore year, my freshman year, I didn't even know what wrestling was. I walked up there, I didn't even know what a wrestling stance was, but I tried it. My junior year I won, so just try it.
Thanks, Jabez. Girls wrestling has their next competition Friday in Viborg. They have more competitions lined up for the winter season, so we'll cover those on later shows. Back to you guys.
That's all for this week of Eagle Zone. You can always watch our stories by scrolling down to the Eagle Zone section of the school district website. That's aberdeen.k12.sd.us.
We'll leave you this week with decorations around Lincoln Elementary. With Eagle Zone, I'm Jabez Darrow and 5'5"
and a half
Will Allen.
See you next week.